Hi everyone and welcome back to TechiAnshi. In today's video, I have a huge announcement for you guys. So me, Vani and Prasann are three Tableau social ambassadors from India representing India, and I would love to call them on TechiAnshi today for you guys to have some nice insights into how to become a Tableau social ambassador and what was our journey like. Hi, Vani and Prasanna. Welcome to TechiAnshi. We all three of us have been awarded as Tableau Social Ambassador 2022 this year, and it is a great opportunity for me to have both Vani and Prasanna on TechiAnshi today. So, welcome both of you. First of all, before I make any introductions, welcome. So, welcome to TechiAnshi.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Ansula.
you for having us.
For those of you who don't know, Vani is second time Tableau social ambassador. Last year she was the only one from India, which is huge. She also has like her own blog post and where she keeps posting some great tips and tricks from Tableau, and she has been one of the most active data fam member that I personally know from India. So that is Vani for you guys. And then also Prasann has been like, he has had his own Tableau journey, I should say. One of his Tableau Public Viz has got 25,000 views, which is massive. If you haven't checked his Tableau Public views, I recommend you guys definitely checking it out. Both of them are doing great, and that is why Tableau has rewarded them as Tableau social ambassadors, and they are here on TechiAnshi today. How does it feel? Does it empower you, Vani? How do you feel about it?
I definitely feel great to be recognized once again by all the people out there. So, of course, it's a great feeling. And I can't wait to, do much more than I did the first year because it was more like a learning and understanding what happens. And now that I know what it is, I'm just looking forward to do a lot more this year.
Yeah. Prasann, how does it feel for you the very first time? I'm sure you have dreamt of being an ambassador one day. How does it feel like to achieve this in such a young age?
Well, I can't express my feelings over some words. That's why what I can say because when I started, I didn't actually looked up to being an ambassador, but because it was something so much far fetched for me, like a person who was coming from a total different domain, and I thought that okay, featured author is something that I should grab on, and I'll keep on creating this. But ambassador was a very far fetched thing, which I like. It came into my mind when I actually became a featured author, and like it was something that I can also dream for, and like right now it's a reality. So it it's I can say it's a dream come true. It's a big achievement for me getting such a global recognition. It's not even been 2 years I've been using Tableau. Getting this recognition is such a boost that now I'm at a zeroth level, I'll say. Now this is where I'll be pushing on, and there will be it's a start of new phase, I'll say. Let's see.
I am so excited for you guys to, do so much for the Tableau community because Prasanna, I see you actively replying to every damn tweet or, or a LinkedIn post. You're always on what actually motivates, you to do all of.
Well, at first, when I started, I got help from so many people. So that was one of the motive that I started Tableau Buddy. That was a one-to-one session. So it's not about how much time I'm spending because if I take it as that, it will be really hard to keep up.
Yes.
But if I take it as something that I really want to do and that's something I have to do only, then I'll do it and everyone will do it if they think that this is something they can do and they should do. So that's all about going about it.
I remember asking Prasann this question a couple of times that do you have the same 24 hours that I do and other people do? Because there was this time when he was like extremely active in everywhere you can imagine on LinkedIn and Twitter. And I was completely off social media. I guess it was like, I don't know what happened, but it was everywhere. And I was like, Prasann, you had some different 24 hours than me because this cannot be happening. That's
He's
way too much.
utilizing it, he's utilizing it in a different ball game, I guess, right?
Way too different way.
Yeah. Awesome. Vani, I still remember speaking to you 1 year back when you first became the social ambassador.
Yes.
I still remember messaging you and asking you, Vani, how did you achieve this? I'm blessed that I'm here this year, but you were one of my go-to person when you actually inspired me to become an ambassador. I literally did not know till that. I knew in some way because I was in touch with Rajiv, but I didn't know that we can become an ambassador. Like it is possible. So do you want to like share certain things with the community as to how difficult
Yeah.
or easy it is to be an ambassador?
Definitely. Ansel, I would like to point out that a lot of people have reached out to me, how can I be an ambassador, or, how can I apply to become one? You are one of them who actually asks, what exactly it is, how to become one or something. And I have told this to a lot of people, how they can become an ambassador. But out of all those people, I guess only you were the one who I actually saw trying to actually become one, or, make a YouTube channel right after talking to me, making content right after the another, trying to be active on your Twitter, which was completely dormant like a year ago or something.
Yeah.
So that is what it takes to become an ambassador, to actually ask and then work on it constantly, which you did. So huge congratulations to you too, first of all, for becoming a social ambassador for the first time.
Thank you so much. No, and actually, I literally took your words and I literally worked on it, and it would not have been
You
possible.
did.
It would not have, frankly, guys, it would not have been possible if you guys wouldn't have called me as a speaker on the TUG. I don't think I would have had the guts to get started till then. The next segment that I have on TechiAnshi is what I call as a Vizie Quizie. It's a Viz quiz where I will ask you some quick quiz questions and you have to answer them. Who wants to go first? Would it be Vani or Prasann?
Yeah, you can opt for any of them. I'm fine with first or second both.
Yeah.
Vani, what do you want to go first?
You are the host, you decide. Just
Okay,
ask
Vani,
away.
Vani goes first. So Vani, what is your go-to chart?
Bar charts, always.
Okay. What is your favorite color or a color palette that you just love?
Uh, I don't remember the color palette name, but the favorite color is definitely teal color. I love
Okay.
it.
Okay,
And
that's
about the color palettes, I love all the color palettes that are there in Ken Flalage's visualization on colors. I
mm-hmm.
think everyone should just go and download it.
Yeah,
Amazing
he
color
has
palettes.
amazing. Yeah, there is a link to download the entire preference,
Yes, yes.
right?
The
Yes.
DPS file,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, that's awesome. Okay, if you could steal a person's imagination or maybe his visualization, who would that person be, either from the community or from anywhere else as well? Who would that person be?
Steel.
Yeah, steal. Like imagination or visualizations.
Definitely, I would go for the Flalage twins because the amount of knowledge they have, and they
Hmm.
have been the biggest teachers throughout my entire journey. So yes, I would like to steal it from them.
Okay. The next question is rank in the order of your preference. Tableau, Excel, Power BI, ClickView, Alteryx, or anything else.
Well, I haven't really used ClickView, so definitely goes to the last.
Hmm.
Tableau for sure. Um, I use Excel more than Power BI, so probably Excel, then Power BI,
Hmm.
and then all the other softwares because I don't really use them.
Okay, cool. What is that one Tableau feature that you would ask Tableau to add to their software?
Well, definitely, I would like to have multi-select parameters for
Oh,
starters, make my life much more easier.
awesome. Now the set of questions that I'm going to ask you is basically this or that. So, for example, you choose cat versus dog, banana versus
Okay,
apple, or whatever it is. Okay.
okay.
Line chart or simple table with numbers.
Line chart.
Sankey or funnel?
I guess funnel. I just don't like Sankey. It's very complicated.
Okay. Pie charts or donut?
Can I say neither?
Yeah, you can, definitely. A lot of us would say that. So cool. Big fonts or small fonts?
Somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
Not too small, not too big.
Yeah. Bar charts or scatter plots?
Bar charts. Big fan.
Big.
I guess it depends on the use case also, but
Yeah.
of course, but bar charts. Yeah.
Okay. And finally, the last question to you, Vani. Who is your go-to person or your go-to place for any time you're stuck making a visualization or getting inspired?
Honestly, I just Google the question, and because there's so many blogs that answer the questions, I just go through them and see which is the most helpful. But usually it's Play for Data or Tessellation's own blog site, Data School, Large Twins. That comes at the top of my mind. But there are a lot more out there.
Awesome. You did really well, Vani. Congratulations.
Do we get a hamper? Do we get a hamper?
I hope you do. I hope you do. I'll ask my audience to like this video. If I get 1,000 likes on this video, I'll surely
Wow.
send a hamper on your way. What do you
I'll
think,
get fake
Vani?
likes. I'll get fake likes.
Tableau's gonna send you soon, Vani. Your second one.
Oh yeah.
That's also true.
That's there.
Prasann, so you next. Are you ready? Are you all geared up? You already know the question, so no cheating.
Yep.
Okay. Prasann, what's your go-to chart?
I have an option or like anyone.
Anything. What is your go-to chart?
I really like scatter plots because like in Tableau with scatter plots, you can add so many details. Like it's not just bubbles. It's not just two measures, but you can add size, you can add more details. So I really like them. I like explaining them because I've been teaching a lot to students and scatter plots. I love explaining that plot. So that's
Awesome.
the one.
Okay, which is your favorite color or color palette?
Well, red from since childhood, red is something that I love most. But now, since I'm used to designing things that are accessible and that has a touch of user experience, so I'll go with salmon.
Wow, that's a cool color to have. Awesome. If you could steal a person's imagination or a visualization, who would that person be and why?
That's hard to say. It's not a single person. I think there are a lot of people out there who are doing something that it's unimaginable. One of the visualization I really love is of Wendy Shizia. Like if you remember, she just built that Burj Khalifa in Tableau itself, and you can rotate that as well. So that's creativity and that mathematics. Like I really like. I built recently a chart and that had just a circle, and I had to figure out what the calculation was. Like building a whole Burj Khalifa is like on a different level.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't even imagine. Like, what all calculations would I have to do for building something of that level? Cool. Rank in the order of your preference. Tableau, Excel, Power BI, ClickView, Alteryx, or anything else?
Well, Power BI is something that I don't rank. It's out of question.
Hmm.
First is Tableau. Second is Excel. It's been hard using Excel, but I'm good now with Excel, so I'll place it at second. Third will be Alteryx, and maybe at third I'll place Figma as well because that's I really love using it.
Yeah.
So
that's an awesome tool. Like for those who want to have some really great visuals, Figma is definitely, and the Figma community is also great. Like they have such great inspirational things that you could always use. Okay, next question. Which new Tableau feature would you ask Tableau software to add to its suite?
So like there are lots of things I would like to add, but let's start with like they have this optimizer right now, this performance optimizer, right? But in the same way, they can have an accessibility optimizer as well.
Yes.
That will really add value to the software because people use very bright colors, and that's not cool. Like we need such things as well in there.
Right. Okay. Again, the next part or the next segment is this or that. So you choose one of the two options. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, line charts or simple table with numbers,
Line charts.
Sankey or funnel.
I haven't made funnel yet, so I'll go with Sankey. My
Okay.
leader loves Sankey.
They do. They do because they are fancy charts, you know.
Yes.
Okay. Pie charts or donuts?
I would like to say none here, but donuts. Donuts. I'll go with donuts. Donuts are good, at least.
Better than pies.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Big fonts, small fonts, or like Vani said, medium fonts.
Um, Actually, it's a very subjective question, I'll say, because it depends. Like if there's a title, I'll go with a bigger font. If there is a subtext, like go with the middle one, as Vani said. And if in like I have those titles or like what I can say, yes, the labels, I'll have the small ones.
Yeah. The next question, I know what you'll answer: bar charts or scatter plot. I know you'll say scatter plot for sure. So
Yes.
we'll take this question and ask you icons or images.
Icons or images? Icons.
Icons. Okay. Finally, who is your go-to person when it comes to Tableau? Like if you are stuck in some place, you are wanting to get resolution for a particular thing, who's your go-to person either in the community or anywhere else?
Well, as Vani said, I generally try to search it over, but I'm a lazy person. So I have one person who like I have in my company as well, and whom I'm always poking, and that's Ajay. Ajay Varghese. He's the person, my go-to person for first point of contact for anything and everything. If there is calculation issues,
Great.
and then the whole community is there. Like the Twitter is filled with resources. You can tap into blogs of flawless twins and yeah, like also Vani said about tessellation. All these companies, like they're really good.
Yes.
So you will find, you just have to like search that particular question, just phrase it over, and you will find that blog. That's
Yeah.
all has been happening.
Even the community answers are great. Like they also
Right.
post all these workbooks with the solution sometimes. It really, really helps. That was our quickie round, and you guys did awesome. I will see if the community wants to give you a prize, and if they want to select one amongst you. For me, both of you are winners already, and you've been doing so great. So there's nothing that I can say about it. Okay.
Thank you so much, Anshula.
Thank you.
Okay, so the next section, as you guys know, it was going to be just a quick chat over. Like, I want you guys to pitch in your views around who is a social ambassador, who's a Tableau ambassador, and what are their roles and responsibility. One, this is your second term as an ambassador, so you would know much more than what I and Prasann know about being an ambassador. So I want you to share with the community what are the roles of an ambassador and why is this a very important position.
Well, basically, like a lot of people constantly keep trying to help others through their work, right? Ambassador is just a title which is given to those people to, appreciate them for constantly helping out others in one way or another. Now, basically, there are different kind of titles like public ambassador, forums, data dev, CRM, social, and it all depends on the kind of work that they have been doing over the past 1 year. Like we all are social ambassadors, and the reason is because we have been trying to help other people, and through our work, mainly through social media platforms, because we host tugs also, we mentor people, we help them out over social media, we talk to them, we have blog sites, we have YouTube channels, right? All this is social media, and constantly we put out content over there, which ultimately helps someone or the other to maybe understand the tool or to get more clarity about few things. Like you also learn something from my blog post, people are learning from your YouTube channel. Prasann is helping so many people, reaching out to so many people every day through LinkedIn and Twitter and through his site also. So that's why we are all social ambassadors. And similarly, the people who put out content regularly on Tableau Public, make visualizations, and help the general public, the wider audience, understand the power of Tableau, the kind of visualization that can be created through the software. So those are the people who have been given the tag of, public ambassadors. And similarly for other forums are the one who keep answering question on Tableau forum, help people out day in and day out. So all this is something which Tableau ambassadors do continuously.
Prasann, I want to know from you, how difficult or easy was it to become an ambassador? What amount of effort it took from you to be an ambassador?
Well, I'll just say one thing that if you're aiming to be ambassador, you can't be one. If you really are if you are really hold up on the title, it won't come off. Because I've seen that. Frankly, I'll say that last year I was really aiming to be an ambassador. That was something I really wanted, and I didn't became that time ambassador. And I just felt that okay, it's a title that I really want, but what's the value of it? Because Vani already knows what an ambassador would be doing. That will be knowing this year. But before that event, why do I actually want it?
Yes.
And just the one thing that came into my mind, I've been doing all of this, posting on LinkedIn every day, like building visualizations, trying to mentor people, all of the things I've been doing. And the one thing was that I do not want others to struggle in the way I have struggled. Because when I started, it was really hard for me to at least get a job. Like, title is a very big thing. Getting a job was difficult.
Yes.
So that was the part I thought that is the part where I can tap in and I can contribute my worth at least. So if really you're looking up to being an ambassador, see what you can do. It's not about being a social ambassador or CRM ambassador or even public ambassador. Think what you can do and what you actually love, because if these things only come off if you are doing it for a long time and if you really have the zeal for it. Because if you are just going for the title, your zeal will just at one point it will just fall off.
That's right.
It should come from it should come internally, that you are here to do something and you have a far-fetched goal, and then only you can be an ambassador. That's my thought. And yes,
I have a follow-up question to you, because I know you were not part of this industry earlier. You made a switch into this and you started this as a part of your passion. And I speak to a lot of people on my social media accounts and also on LinkedIn who don't know what should inspire them and how they can find that job, which is what they are dreaming for. Like, for example, being a visualization engineer, right? For a lot of people who are doing something else, if they want to switch towards this kind of a domain, what are your suggestions or things that you want to share with them as guru mantras that they can follow in future?
Well, the first thing that I really share with most of the people who come to me for one-to-one session on Tableau Buddy is that why are you doing this in the first place? And it's really hard to answer. If I've been at the place where someone would ask me that why I really want to go to a data science domain, then there's a really simple answer that it is one of the hype market.
Yes.
It has a hype in the market and it has good job opportunities, right?
Correct.
But if you're really aiming for such thing, grab a course, go on to Udemy or different platforms, take a course worth of 300 or 500, do that course and see if that suits you.
Yes.
Then only aim for it. Because if you're going for a career transition or if you're switching over, then you need to know that if it suits you or not. Because again, after 2 years, if you think that it is not something that I should be doing, then you are again back at ground zero. So trying it out, and then you will be able to know that whether you should do it or not. So that's something I'll suggest everyone who is trying to do a career change. Because without doing your getting your hands dirty, you won't know that what you are actually doing in the first place.
Yeah, and some people don't really enjoy working with data as well, right? Are you someone who wants to work day in, day out with a humongous amount of data? Is also a question that people would only know when they start using it or start practicing some of these things. And I think on that similar note, using makeover Mondays and all these challenges that keep happening in the community, they can also help you in knowing if you really enjoy doing things like these.
Right. Because as you said, people look at these visualization and say like this is interesting, but there's a lot that goes behind it. Like if Vani or me or you are building a visualization, like we have to scrub the data all from different parts of the internet, then we clean it. And like this is a small part. When you go for work, like Ansula has a humongous years of experience. You already know, and we already know that what it takes to bring the value out of data. So there's a lot going on behind those beautiful visualizations. So once you do such challenges, at least you will get a hint of that. So doing such challenges and like getting into the community challenges and initiatives is really worth if you are really trying to make a career in visualization or in data analytics itself.
Great. Thank you. Vani, what are your suggestions to the community on building some innovative or powerful visualization? Like a lot of people are able to build simple basic dashboards, right? Like we all can start using Tableau right away, ingest our data, create we can bring in the entire data without having a proper story flow and just say, plot some graphs and put them over there. What are
Yeah.
your views around what are things that people could do to empower data literacy to their stakeholders?
About making difficult, like you said, right? Making charts that are not normal, making dashboards that are not regular. Uh, a lot of people, like even when I started, like when Prasann was talking, right? He made a circle and he had to look into a lot of calculations because it does not come very naturally to us who are making business dashboards day in and day out. At least it does not come naturally to me. So whenever I try to make a visualization which is completely out of the box, even the Sankey, when I first made a Sankey, it took me around more than a week to understand what was actually happening. I think the best way is to, again, go to Tableau Public, look for a visualization which already exists, the one you want, and see if you can download the workbook.
Yes.
Someone or the other out there has already made it. So the best thing is to download the workbook and reverse engineer it. That's what I always do because reading the blogs, I could never really grab theory a lot. I always was a practical person. So, reading a blog alone never helped me. So I always tried to download a workbook which had that visual and try to see how that person has, made the formulas, applied the formulas. Even the table calculation had to be done in a certain way for them to properly work. So the best way is to reverse engineer an already existing visualization.
Okay, guys, I just have one final question and will ask this question to both of you. Okay. If you had one piece of advice to your younger self, what would that be and why?
So if I have to tell something to my younger self, the first thing is he won't understand.
I love your answers.
Okay. If like this is something me and my friend always talk about, like if I went back to college, like if I do like a time skip and go back, and if I tell my younger self in college that okay, don't like go around and don't like attend classes, because I was someone who wasn't attending classes. I only used to attend classes which were interesting to me. So we always like discuss about this, that that person at that point of time will never understand that someday you'll be nerdy enough and you'll be reading books and you'll be building visualizations. So I don't know like what I can tell him to be. I'll just say just do what you're doing because you will get there soon enough.
Awesome. That is a cool piece of advice. Vani, what about you?
I think the one advice which I would give to my younger self and still would like my current self to actually take it up is put yourself out there a bit more. And like a lot of what was I don't remember the word actually. We are very afraid to ask for other people's reviews and opinions. Try to reach out to them,
Hmm.
get feedbacks, and learn from other people. I think that's something which I always felt because of a huge introverted person that I cannot reach out to people. I think putting myself out there, my work out there more, and asking for more feedbacks is something I should have done a lot more and still should do, and I'm not doing. So that's one thing.
Hmm.
So to all the people who are trying to come into any field, just try to put yourself out there and have more confidence in yourself. You're doing great.
Thank you. I'm sure you're doing a lot already, right, Vani?
Vani, were you really an introvert? I don't like.
I don't, yeah, even I don't feel that. Maybe it's in her
Well,
head.
no, it's a very conscious effort on my part to try and do this.
Hmm.
Uh, you have to see me in a social gathering, guys. You have to see.
Okay. That is so awesome. Even I am like you, Vani, on that one. So we can make a good pair. Okay,
Yeah,
guys,
definitely.
it was so great to have you on TechiAnshi. It is a blessing. This is like my first chit chat session over here on my channel, and you guys are here because you inspired me to start this channel. So thank you again so much for volunteering and accepting to come on this channel. I am truly grateful to both of you. As I said, you are inspiration not just to me but to a lot of other people in the community, and I would love to see you guys evolve in these years to come. We are just so young still. There's so much for us to do, and I'm so happy that all three of us are part of the social ambassador team. It really gives me a great amount of confidence in where India is headed as well as where Tableau is headed.
Thank you
Yes,
so much, Anshula. I'm very glad to see you both make the list. I'm seriously very happy to have you both this time.
Yeah, we kind of burst in with your help. Yeah.
You guys are doing great, honestly.
Okay
yeah.
then. Okay then. We'll see you again. Thank you again so much.